Alright, guys, so video number 2 is probably going to be a short one. It's not going to be a very long one. But I want to jump on and kind of touch base with some people. I've noticed quite a few videos of people complaining and moving back out of the Japan or whatever country they're moving out of. It's not only in Japan, but several other countries too. But they've all made the same mistakes. There's two main mistakes that they've always made. This video is going to be pretty much talking about the first mistake. But there's two mistakes. The first being everybody's thinking short term. Every video I've seen so far that I've watched on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, that's talking about, okay, I'm moving out of Japan because it's not lining up for what I want. I failed here. I can't learn the language. Whatever the reason might be, they've always thought short term. That's number one reason. And we'll get into that. Number two, I really don't need to speak about this too much on the topic. But every one of you that I've seen so far has moved to a big city. You didn't look at smaller towns. Go to smaller towns. Check out the smaller towns nearby. If you're seeing this and you're thinking about moving back out of the country you moved to, and you're in the bigger town, go look at the smaller towns. Go look at the villages. Look at the places that are complaining about their population going down. Go out there and explore. You might find something better. Now for me, I'm not thinking big towns. I'm not thinking about the big cities. I'm looking at smaller cities. I'm looking at the places that are having population issues. I'm thinking about what can I do to help them. Because there's a lot of skills I know that I can help. That can help them. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But I still want to work at the bigger towns and get more money that way. So find a small village nearby. Yeah, it might take you 45 minutes to an hour to get to work. But in the long term, wouldn't that be better? That's what I'm doing. I'm looking at smaller villages to live in that has bigger towns nearby. That, yeah, may take me 30 and 45 minutes to an hour to get to. The small village I'm looking at has two decent towns. I can't really say they're big towns. They're not big cities like Tokyo or Osaka. But it's got some pretty good towns in it. That, yeah, I might have an issue living in. But I can make my trip to be able to work at. I've put in applications at those places. They're looking for different things. Some of them require some experience that I've got. Others I've applied for has no experience whatsoever. I don't have any experience in a couple of the jobs I've applied for. But they're looking for people that have no experience to begin with. So yeah, I'm looking there. I'm looking in smaller towns. I'm hoping I hear back on one of those applications. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to come up with another source of income. That way I can put the money back, put it aside, and have it available for when I move. But yeah, I'm not looking to stay here. Tired of the BS. I'm tired of the run around. Not only from the women, but work. I've applied for multiple jobs that I should have got the job without the problems. But as soon as they find out I have a disability, a physical disability, that if I was to fall and injure myself, they'd have to deal with workers' comp. And they're not willing to take that chance. And to me, that shouldn't matter. To me, if I'm willing to do the work, I should be eligible for the job. It's my risk that I'm taking. It's not yours. So I'm done with the runaround. I do have an interview coming up, and this spring, where I actually have to go there, and I'll do videos on that, recording me going to the airport. Now I'm not going to be able to record getting on the plane, but I'll have part of the video where you see me wait for the plane. And then after I've landed, going out baggage claim, grab my bags, and then from there, getting transportation to get where I need to go. I should probably show up a couple days before the interview, so I have time to kind of get settled in a little bit, explore a little bit in the surrounding area, and then go to my interview. And then after the interview, go back, have more time to explore a little bit, and then come back home after those few days I'm there. But yeah, if you're looking to move to another country, don't think short term. You think short term on something that you're looking to do for a long period of time, that's going to make you fail every time. Because there's quite a few people. I've already seen several videos of people that have moved from Australia to Japan or US to Japan, and they're thinking short term, when really they should be looking at long term. And they don't even reach their goal of being in Japan for the time they wanted to. They end up leaving halfway through. Every one of those videos, again, as I said, have thought short term, for one, and two, they decided to move to a bigger city. They didn't think of a way of them living in a smaller town and being able to move or transport themselves, whether it's driving themselves or finding public transportation to get there to the bigger city to work. For me, it's living in the smaller towns. I can't live in a big city. I can work in a big city, no problem. But for me, the closest big cities is currently right now, where I'm living, would be going to Kansas City, Missouri, or Wichita, Kansas. Have I put in applications there? Yeah. Haven't heard a word. Not a word. And it's as soon as they, I guarantee you, it's as soon as they learn that I have a physical disability, that doctors saying I shouldn't be lifting over 20 pounds, and if I do lift over 20 pounds, then I could injure myself and end up applying for workers' comp. And they don't want to take that risk. So now what do I do? A lot of people's like, well, find a different job that doesn't do that. How? Most of your jobs nowadays either wants experience or training, where you have a degree. There's very few jobs out there that I could actually do that has no experience required and no training. They train you once you start. I can't even do an office job because they want schooling. That I don't have. So what do I do? So I applied for work in other countries. Now, have I applied for in other countries besides Japan? Yeah, I have. I put my feelers out in several different countries that I'm willing to move to. Not only in Japan, but even a few European countries, but other Asian countries as well. Places I wouldn't mind living, like South Korea, Vietnam, hell, Australia, several other countries in that area, including New Zealand. But yeah, for me, I'm hoping Japan, and we'll see. But yeah, to end the video pretty much at this point is just keep in mind, if you're looking to move outside the US, don't think short term, think long term. And don't only keep yourself to the bigger cities. You might find something better in those smaller towns that better suits you for what you're wanting. So yeah. Till next time, guys. Laters.